What's going on? My name is Sid and welcome to the guide for the Hustler story for the Spyker C8 All-In Edition. If you just want the information, the time codes are in the description as well as on the YouTube bar. You can go there and skip to each step. However, if you're ready for a long drive and a more casual experience, after I explain exactly where every step is, I'll then talk about the story and everything going on for you while you drive. I'll let you know when to pause so you actually get something to listen to while you're driving and you don't feel like you're doing it for nothing. So let's go into it. Step 1, Tower in Vegas. Find the Comet Tower in Las Vegas. If you zoom in to the top end of Las Vegas, you'll see this very spiky building. This is the building that you have to go to. It's close to the contractor event. So you can set your waypoint there and teleport to the contractor event. Step 2, Mountain Restaurant. Travel from Las Vegas to Glacier Park Mountain State Restaurant, which is at the highest mountains at far northwest of Chicago. At the very top of the map in this darker area is this mountain, and at the very peak of the mountain is this helipad area. That's where you set your waypoint. Also, this one I would recommend doing in a plane, as many of the ones in this story. So this is the section in which I talk about the story. You're in for a long flight, okay? You're gonna be flying for a while, and that's for a lot of these story missions, you know? So for this section, I kind of just talk about the story, because obviously you're doing the stories and you don't know what's going on, so I'm actually helping you out knowing the story and whatnot, instead of just helping you with the steps and whatnot, you know? So you get something to listen to. So, step 1 was never trust a friendly looking hustler. I mean, I could have told you that, to be honest. Anyone with the Sigma grind set, they're probably peddling a crypto scheme, honestly. My mob boss did. Oh, well, that took a turn. And lost his favorite car, which happened to be my girlfriend's favorite. I set the hustle up at the Vegas tournament. They gave in the Comet Tower. I'm not sure that I set the hustle up at Vegas tournament. At the Vegas tournament, they gave in the Comet Tower. I kind of understand that. I'm not actually sure. Having tricked the mobster out of Oh, sorry, my bad. I can't read. Having tricked the mob boss out of seclusion, I boost his wheels. Oh. I drove up to the Mountain State Restaurant near Vermont, Banff Springs Hotel. Wrap the car in a red ribbon and gift to my girlfriend the keys. Oh, I mean, my girlfriend doesn't mind an R8. I wouldn't steal an R8 from a mob boss and then drive it halfway across the country I live in to take it to her and then give it to her. If anything, that'd probably be one of the worst things I could do, because that would put her directly in the line of fire. I'm sure a mob boss has the ability to, you know, find his own car. Well, I guess we'll see what happens. Where you're heading now is where this man gifts this car to his girlfriend. So I guess we'll see what happens from here. So until you get there, feel free to pause. Step 3, gathering in Central Plate. Travel from Glacier Park, which is far northwest of Chicago, to the Rock Tire Tent in Central Plate, far northeast of Las Vegas. In the middle area of this whole Grand Canyon-y area is a live extreme event. Zoom into that and you'll see the two roads that split, and that is where you're heading. You can set your waypoint there. It's right there where I showed. And also, you will want to use a plane for this one as well. So step 3, we've already stolen a car from a mob boss or a hustler, or maybe we're the hustler? I think we're the hustler. Okay, no, we were the hustler, and we hustled a mob boss, I guess. So, that sure made Mia happy. Oh, we've given a name as well. Now, I mean, now it's easy for the hustler to find out. So much so, she insisted to drive me around. To keep a low profile, we decided to stick to the desert, heading out across the central plate. I think it's I assume it's not Plateau, right? The first time I saw the word plague written out, I thought it said plague, and then someone said plague, and I was like, oh, that's dumb, and this looks spelled similar, so I assume it's plate. We didn't know about the live races. Oh, okay. Is that the first time that... Okay, that's actually quite interesting. That's the first time that the Crew 2's lore has directly collided with the story lore. Okay, that's actually really interesting. I probably find that way more interesting than anyone else does. That might just be me. Because I don't think we've had that yet. We haven't had, like, a mention of Hero, Live, Motorflix, any of the companies that are in the game, I don't believe. That's the first time we've had a direct mention of the Crew lore, because Live races held by Live, the GoPro parody of the Crew 2. That is very interesting. Wow. Which, by the way, I don't think a lot of people talk about this. How dumb is it, right? Essentially, it's if Netflix bought GoPro, is the lore of the Crew 2. GoPro just decide to host a billion-dollar racing series in touring cars, boats, planes, racing, illegal street racing all over America, and then 3 years in, oh, my alarms are going off. 3 years in, Netflix comes in and buys the whole of GoPro. It's just a fun fact of Crew lore that I think not a lot of people think about. I'm just rambling now, okay? And you've still got a big flight. Alexa, stop. So many of my alarms are going off, and they're gonna go off this whole time. So you know what? Enjoy the rest of your flight. That's about it from me. Feel free to pause. Step 4, Lost Church. Travel from Central Plate, which is far northeast of Las Vegas, to Big Church near Winslow, which is between Big Land and Meteor Crater near Mexican border. In the bottom of the map, in the Big Land area to the right of it, in between Big Land and Meteor Crater, is this little zigzagged road. Right next to that zigzagged road is this big white building. That's where you want to set your waypoint. Also, this is another step which requires, or at least favors, flying there. Okay, so what is going on here then? To avoid the sports cameras, which makes sense, we changed course towards the Grand Canyon after Winslow. I took advantage of the big church to propose to her. Ooh, having the same idea, she already had a ring ready for... Okay, this is going wonderful. Where is this gonna go wrong? It's gonna go wrong. The question is where? I mean, it can't go this right for this long, is what I'm saying. I mean, what, we've stolen a car from a mob boss, went to the top of the map to give it to our girlfriend, who then we drove to the bottom of the map to then also continue driving because we just stumbled on a racing scene. I don't even know. I'm still stuck on the fact that the lore of the Crew 2 combined with stories, which is pretty interesting. It would have been cooler if some of them were more intertwined with them, but you know, who really cares? I think this is a short one. Yeah, it is. So good luck with the rest of your flight. It's an okay one, and consider going in first person every now and then. It makes it slightly less boring depending on the weather. So feel free to pause. Step 5, Motel near Thermometer. Travel from Big Land to the Big Motel near Golden Hills Giant Thermometer, which is southwest of Las Vegas. Underneath Las Vegas, slightly to the left, is Golden Hills Racetrack. Zoom into that, and directly to the bottom left of it is this giant thermometer. You can't miss it. It's another tall, spiky building. That's where you want to set your waypoint. Also, remember, you cannot do this one in a plane. This one you have to drive. No plane, you must use a ground vehicle. Also, you won't be in Big Land when you start, so teleport to the Big Land hypercar event and follow the route that I show on screen. Now, this one kind of did take me a while. I think it was like 8-minute drive for me. So, hey, obviously I'm not going to talk for 8 minutes straight, but yes, here we go. Now we had something to celebrate. The first place we liked. We stopped at the Big Motel at the Golden Hills Giant Thermometer. We had not seen a single person coming after us. This made us confident. I don't know about that one. I think just the fact that we're being told that really shows that there should be very, very little confidence. I'm looking outside my window right now, and there's actually not a single cloud in the sky. Someone's gone into photo mode and put clear sky. That never happens in the UK. Ew. It's like a fully clear sky right now. I just went on a completely different tangent, but yeah. Honestly, I don't even know what to say to this man anymore, Mr. Hustler and his Mia. It's probably based on someone. I don't know. Someone was telling me that it was based on like an old-timey lawyer show, which I don't know. I mean, it could be. I don't know. It's about a hustler and a gangster. Oh, sorry, a mobster and a girlfriend called Mia. So who honestly knows what this is based off anymore? This is a long drive, but hey, you're getting to drive, which is nice. I'm gonna leave you already, though. I know you're probably getting annoyed at me, so I'm gonna leave you to drive this one already. Good luck with the rest of the drive. I hope you picked a good car, because you're gonna be in it for a while. I picked the Senna. Shocker. Whoa. Hey, by the way, I didn't even really like the Senna. Yes, I know I milked it, you know, obviously. But the whole point was that I got the car 1 month early directly from Ubisoft. You know, Ubisoft gave me the car. So, you know, I made videos on it because I had the car a month early. And hey, I tried my best to make every video good in its own right. This is a completely different tangent that no one even really asked for. I talk about this on stream, like every other stream anyway. So yeah, good luck with the rest of your drive. Feel free to pause. Step 6, Fancy Hotel. Travel from Mojave Desert, which is southwest of Las Vegas, to Palm Springs, the Big Hotel, which is east of Los Angeles. Simply put, a decent distance to the right of Los Angeles is this little town. You'll find it, Palm Springs. Zoom in and just look for the pool. It's in the bottom right-ish area. That pool, the road next to it. Put your waypoint there and you can begin driving. Now it's really just a waiting game. Okay, fingers crossed. Is this the one where it blows back in his face? Is it? I mean, I don't know. We're at a fancy hotel. I know that much. It's the name of the step. Okay, here we go. Too confident. Oh, not a good start. We decided to go have fun on the West Coast. Show the car off. Oh, that's the worst thing you could do. After all, the cops weren't looking for us two gals. Aw, didn't know that. Hey, look at the crew too big, bit all representative and shit. No way. It's kind of cool. That's the upside of robbing a robber. So we first hit Palm Springs. Okay, that's it. But well, I mean, hey, the crew 2 subtly states, you know what? It doesn't have to be a big deal. And it wouldn't be. And it isn't. You know what? It's literally just an offhanded... Clearly, it's just an offhanded, you know, and just us 2 women, you know. Is all it is. Literally means nothing. Which is pretty cool. You know. The crew 2. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. This one isn't that bad. You're going from, like, bottom left-ish, far bottom left of Las Vegas to, to the right-ish of Los Angeles. You know, it's the 2 cities that are kind of close to each other, and you're closer to each other, basically. It's still quite interesting, though. Just an offhanded line like that. I mean, obviously, I react to these first time in editing, because when I'm filming them, I just speedrun them. So, I don't know if it continues on, and it's like, it does some... whatever. I don't really care what it does. Honestly, it's just cool that it's done it. Whatever it does from now, honestly. So... I guess we'll just see. I guess we'll just see, won't we? Feel free to pause. Step 7, Santa Monica's Fair. Travel from Palm Springs, which is east of Los Angeles, to the fair in Santa Monica, Los Angeles. Another simple one, just go to the coast of LA and eventually you'll find the pier. It's quite obvious. Put your waypoint at least close to the road so the waypoint works. Okay, I see this going south very quick. Our road trip ended in Los Angeles, the city built around cars. The best place for Mia to... or maybe it's Maya, I don't know. It's MIA, okay? The only MIAs I know weren't missing in action. They were Mia's, okay? But it might be a UK thing. Mia to enjoy her gift. Boy, did people stare at us. At Santa Monica Fair, I realized too many people stared. Too much. Ooh, okay, so I assume people are onto us, which isn't the best. I say us as if I'm part of it now. I'm hustling as well, chat. Call him viewers, chat. I'm going insane. Honestly, losing a night of sleep for this guide. I am hustling. Hey, I've only got to do one. I've only got one more of these guides left, and then I won't have to ditch a night of sleep. Which I guess if you're watching these past when I upload them, you know, you could be doing these in any order, I guess. But, yeah. What's it called? We've only got one more car left. This is the second to last one. It's a short one. It's a short one. You're just going from slightly out of LA, going into LA, going through LA, and then ending up at a pier. So, you know, feel free to pause. Step 8, Movie Theater. Travel from Santa Monica, Los Angeles to the big cinema in Bel Air's Los Angeles. At the very top of Los Angeles, slightly to the left, if you zoom in, you'll see Bel Air, and then when you zoom into that, you'll see this white pointy building. You can't miss it, and then right to the right of it is the cinema you want to go to. This one's very close. Step 9, Hotel in Sacramento. Travel from Los Angeles to Sacramento's hotel, which is far northeast of San Francisco. Far past the top of San Francisco, slightly closer to Seattle, you'll see this little town called Sacramento. When you zoom into that, you'll see in the top-ish area is a little cheese-wedged shaped building. To the bottom left corner of that is where you put your waypoint, as you can see on screen. Now, you will have noticed that the last one I didn't say anything because it was literally like 2 miles away. There was no point in me even starting to say something because I started underneath the pier, so I had to go round. If you actually went on the pier, like literally 2 roads, like literally 2 roads. So there was no chance I was gonna be able to say anything last step, but here I am with 2 story step things for a much longer drive. So on our way out of town, thinking of a cool place to go with less people, Mia said we had to see a movie in Tinseltown. Toast of Tinseltown is a thing that the voice actor for Hero was in. We stopped at the big cinema in Bel Air, parking right in front of the mob boss. Oh dear, that's gone very unfortunately. Okay, well, of course the Godfather lived in Bel Air. We didn't make it in. Okay, so where did we scammed him in, like, Las Vegas, right? Yeah. We didn't make it in to see our film, but we did make it out of town. Now we had to hide. Okay, so did he see us? I guess he saw us then? We holed up in a motel room in Sacramento and came up with a plan. Okay, so where you're heading right now is our plan. We went to the pier, then we went for a movie, and now we are going for a plan, I suppose. So, although this is a long one, so you're going to be driving for a little minute, you know, you're going from good old LA up to Sacramento, which is fairly far up from San Francisco. And I mean, what I was just on about, the voice actor for Hero, who I actually interviewed, if you didn't know, okay, I interviewed the voice actor for Hero. He did a couple things you may know him for. He was Nomad in Ghost Recon, which, yeah, wow, that's some range. Hero, Nomad, you know, we're talking, yeah, to I'm a ghost, you know, and he was Chase McCain in Lego City Undercover. And yeah, he's done about a couple of live action roles as well. He was in the Mortal Kombat movie, of all things. But yeah, the voice actor for Hero, our hero. And yeah, I did an interview with him a while ago now. But yeah, good luck on your trip up to Sacramento. It's a long drive, so feel free to pause. Step 10, garage in South Seattle. Travel from Sacramento, which is northeast of San Francisco, to the auto repair in the south of Seattle. Seattle is in the top left of the map, and if you zoom into Seattle at the very bottom, like all of the bottom buildings, just skim through them, and eventually you'll see 2 buildings that are quite similar next to a car park. That car park is the one to set your waypoint to, and then you can just drive. Now, I mean, we were heading this direction anyway, so what's going now? Alaska. The mob boss has no reach in Alaska. Oh, I suppose that is an idea. We'll be safe up there. Oh, my alarm, okay, and my Amazon Echo is gonna go off in a second. We'll be safe up there. We stopped in Seattle to get fake IDs. Whew, this one's just full of criminal acts. Turns out the cops were on the lookout for that. We got busted. Oh, but they didn't take the car. Okay, that's interesting. But also, wow. I know one of the lucky guys had, like, fraud. Well, one of them was, like, a heist. One of them had, like, money fraud. A lucky guy had money fraud. One of the car ones was a heist, and that one had, like, someone wishing death upon someone, and one of the vanity ones had someone's parents die in front of them or something. These stories have been nuts. Well, hey, you're on the 10th step already, which honestly, this has gone quicker than I thought. So, you know what? Carry on driving up from Sacramento to Seattle. You're at the very bottom of Seattle, so not exactly going far. And feel free to pause. Step 11, Vegas Airport. Travel from Seattle to Las Vegas Airport. Very simple. In the bottom right of Las Vegas is where Las Vegas Airport is. I believe you can go anywhere in there, but waypoint to there. And fly there. You are able to fly there, and it's a lot quicker, so make sure you use a plane to go there. This is, from now on, you can use a plane for the remaining 2 steps. Now, why would we be in Vegas Airport? Well, I'll see. Also, hey, I recommend for this one, again, it depends on what weather you get while you're flying, but I had night with a lot of clouds and it was raining. So I went straight into first person, and oh, was it was nice. It was very, very nice to do that, especially flying into Vegas. Even though it's like 2 pixels, it looked pretty damn nice. As long as I blurred my eyes and ignored how terrible the textures looked. So, turns out the mobster loves his car so much, he offers to get us out of jail and flown out of the country from Las Vegas Airport if we say where we hid it. No way is he getting Mia's dream mobile back. Okay, wait, so how are we in Vegas? So are we going to tell him a fake location? What's going to happen here then? I mean, how's this going to work? So why are we going to Vegas though? I mean, he was only gonna do that if we gave him the location, right? So what, did we give him a fake one? Are we the person doing the story? Are we gonna get the real one, I guess? Because I mean, you know, one of us has to get the car, and also, you know, maybe I won't spoil the car just yet. But I mean, you saw it in the thumbnail. It's an unfortunate car to have as a dream car and a car for a mob boss to be obsessing over. But you know what? Yeah, it's a while away. It is a while away. So have fun flying to Vegas and then flying from Vegas to wherever else, because I know that the last one is also in a plane. And yeah, best of luck with the rest of the flight. Feel free to pause. Step 12, Aircraft Cemetery. Travel from Las Vegas to this wreck in the Aircraft Cemetery, which is far southeast of Las Vegas. At the very bottom of the map is Big Land. Big Land is right next to the Aircraft Cemetery. When you zoom into there, at the bottom of the Aircraft Cemetery, slightly to the right, is the plane you're looking for. It's slightly smaller than the rest, and this final step you can also do in a plane, and I would strongly recommend it. Well, here we are. I'm actually curious. Okay, Mia and I got married in prison. Oh, okay. So no, yeah, we just didn't take the deal then, and our 2 happy brides. Aww, aww, aww. The mobster threatens us, but we never told him the cars in the Aircraft Cemetery in Big Land. I don't know when we hit it there. And I'd rather see a true pilot driving this sweet ride, and I suppose that's us. 2 brides and 2 gals. That's actually really sweet. That's actually really sweet. You know what? that's pretty nice. I'll let you watch this cutscene that it's about to go to. I mean, you're about to see this cutscene for yourself as well. But I suppose you could let it play, and then I'm just going to be saying the, like, goodbyes and the members and whatnot after it. So, you know, I'll say the thank you for watching and whatnot. Bit of a spoiler, but yeah, I mean, here you go. Feel free to pause if you want to. Well, that is about it from me then. Thank you very much for watching, and, you know, subscribe and whatnot. and I hope you enjoyed the guide. It's the second to last one, unless we're dealt with American Legends 3, which I wouldn't expect. But yeah, that's gonna be about it from me. Thank you to thank you to popular members. A special thank you to famous members. That's about it from me, boys. In a